you're not as awkward as you think you are. Just try it. You never know. Like, not everybody's gonna like you, and that's fine. You just get over it. Be like, okay, you don't like me, well, I like me. You can talk, it's just that you can't talk to certain people. What's good, y'all? If you're new here, hello, my name is Zsarmani, and if you ain't, welcome back. You're clicking on this video for a reason. You came here to learn how to survive high school. I'm wishing you luck. Today I'm going to be giving you tips on how to survive high school as an introvert. I'm definitely 2 years post high school survivor. Okay, I am a high school survivor because it was hard. Sometimes it was good at times, it was hard at times. But if you freshmen, because I know that's who watching. Well, no, y'all not freshmen yet. Y'all still in middle school. If y'all 8th graders want to know tips on how to survive high school, just keep on watching. First tip I have is to listen to music, okay? I know some teachers...
Take out your earbuds. Take out your earbuds.
I know my principal used to literally take yours out. Like, I be wanting to... But I know sometimes schools and teachers be strict on wearing headphones in the hallways or wearing headphones in class, and this is that and the third. But I would say if you a bus rider, listen to music on the bus. If you a car rider, listen to music in the car. If it's lunchtime and you got AirPods, look, yeah, wear your hair down. Listen to music at lunch or something. Listen to music really just calms your nerves. I know for me personally, take it from me, I feel like fights ain't gonna happen at school if everybody is able to wear their earbuds. I'm just saying. Teachers teach for the day, explain what they need to do, put it up on the board, sit down and let the students listen to their music. If they want to talk to their friends, let them talk to their friends. If they're not doing their work, then you need to get on them. But if you let everybody listen to music in class, they won't be busting each other's heads in every week. I'm just saying. Number 2, I have chew gum. Now, I know that sounds weird, and I know some schools have strict rules on that too, but don't be chewing gum like...
Why would you do that?
Just... And if somebody come around, like, just chew with your mouth shut. Now, I know that sounds weird, like, chew gum. Why is that a specific tip? Because somebody told me that scientifically it's proven that your brain is relaxed when you're chewing. Because, you know, like, your brain associates chewing with not being in danger. So you know that if you're chewing, you're not going to be in danger. And when I used to work at Publix and I had to provide premier customer service and I have social anxiety real bad, I would chew gum every day and my day would go by so smooth. Like, and this is coming from me where in my workspace it works, so I know in school it's definitely gonna work. Number 3, I have bring a book bag. Okay, on the first day of school, don't try to be cute and bring a little purse to match your outfit unless it's as big as a book bag or it's a tote bag or something like that, because don't be like me. My freshman year of high school, no, actually it wasn't my freshman year, it was like my sophomore, junior year, I don't know. It was my first day of school and I wanted to bring a purse to match my outfit, right? On the first day of school, teachers are going to give you packets, teachers are going to give you syllabuses, teachers are going to give you all these papers, and if you have a little purse, it's going to be annoying. For me, my nerves was wrecked, okay? My anxiety was through the roof because everybody knew, like, oh, she trying to be cute, now look at her carrying all them papers looking stupid.
Here go a clown outfit for you.
So just go ahead and bring your book bag. And another thing about having a book bag is you do not need to have 5,000 books in there and 5 bricks for binders in there. You do not need that. So you can go ahead and leave that there until they give you the syllabus and all that stuff that shows you or tells you what you need for the class, like notebooks, folders, and stuff like that. And I know for y'all, for me personally, we was still doing schoolwork on paper. And I know you that's watching right now, y'all be doing y'all schoolwork on tablets and computers and stuff, right? I feel old. Oh my god. So you most definitely do not need to bring all them books and stuff. I recommend bringing like a binder, a folder, a notebook, 2 pencils, 2 pens, maybe an eraser, because you're not going to be doing anything. You might be doing like warm-ups or icebreakers or something like that where you, like, you know, get to know friends and stuff. But other than that, you do not need that much in your book bag. And freshmen be getting picked on for that. Oh, her book bag big, she look like a turtle. Because everybody in the school knows, like, that's higher up than you, knows that you do not need that fat ass book bag on the first day of school, let alone throughout the year. Like, you do not need a book bag that big. Number 4, I have make friends in your classes. Okay, I know it's not as easy as it sounds, especially if you're clicking on this. You either just want advice as a freshman or you're an introvert. I know how it feels, but the worst feeling is if you don't try to make friends in your classes and then the lunch bell rings and then you're just walking around the hallways or you just sitting in the cafeteria by yourself. Now, don't get me wrong, everybody on the first day of school is gonna be quiet timid and scared and nervous or whatever. But, you know, try to talk. Try not to be so awkward. Just try to have somebody to sit with, because your anxiety levels are going to be high as if you don't have nobody to sit at lunch with, or you just, you know, nervous altogether, don't have nobody to talk to. And not only that, but just try to get out there and make friends. Like, you gonna talk to somebody eventually. Like, it's not the end of the world. I know you're saying it's easier said than done, you about to click off the video, but I'm telling you, I am an introvert still to this day. But you're not as awkward as you think you are. Me personally, I am so bad at communicating, like so bad at communicating. But when I throw myself in a situation where I have to talk to somebody, I'll talk and I'll be fine at it. Like, I'll be okay at it. But like, when I get to know, like, for example, I'm gonna give y'all another example of Publix. I worked at Publix and I was on my break and I was talking to this old couple, right? And I was just talking to them. Then I was like, yeah, I got social anxiety real bad. I made a little joke about it. And they was like, what? Like, we could not tell that you had social anxiety at all. So that just goes to show you, like, just try. You never know. Like, you might just be inside your head about how you are. And past interactions, people might have made you feel like, what? Or like, make you feel stupid. Like, I done talked to some people in high school and they make me feel like, what? Or, okay. Or, yeah, she's weird. Like, they make me feel like that when I talk to them. But really, they just don't have the same interests as you. They have a different personality as you. And sometimes they're not the most interesting person to talk to. They just popular. And that's why they have a lot of friends. Don't let an awkward interaction or awkward social interaction make you feel like you're the weird one or you're the one that can't talk. You can talk. It's just that you can't talk to certain people. Yeah. Just because people make you feel like you're awkward when you talk does not always mean every interaction is going to be like that. You're going to become friends with somebody. Just try. When you're talking to people, try to just make the comments like short. Try to make your responses short or crack a joke or something, but don't be boring. I'll give you advice that I heard from somebody. Ask them about themselves. Like, if you're starting a conversation with somebody or somebody wants to start a conversation with you, make them talk about themselves or their interests, because people tend to like to talk about their self more. So just ask them, oh, you know, what are your hobbies, or what school did you go to? If you don't know them and y'all didn't go to middle school together, what school did you go to? How is it over there? What classes do you have? Did you pick your classes? Did you go to open house, or whatever it's called when you like come to the school first and then you check it out and you check out your classes and stuff, whatever that's called. What else is another topic? If they have on a cute little outfit, where'd you go to get your clothes, or where'd you get your shoes from? If you got a cute little outfit on and somebody asks you where you got this from or where you got this from, oh yeah, I got it from da-da-da. Do you shop there? Do you know where that is? Stuff like that. They say yes, no, I don't shop there. Yeah, you should definitely go shop there. There's some good clothes there. Talk about your experience when you went to the mall, wherever you went. Just stuff like that. Just roll out. It rolls off the tongue, okay? It's not as hard as you think it is. Just keep trying. Just keep trying at socializing, okay? Okay, so for number 5, I have stay out the mix. We done went past your first day of high school, whatever. Now we in like your first month of high school. Everybody getting comfortable with everybody gossiping about everybody, okay? Stay out of all that. It don't have nothing to do with you. You ain't got nothing to do with nothing. If it got something to do with your friend, let your friend handle that, okay? I'm just saying, like, personally me, I'm not finna deal with that.
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.
Freshman year, this is when you'll start realizing your crowd and who you need to be around. Personally me, I stayed away from the people who was gossiping all the time. I stayed away from the people who was always in drama, because being at school period is already enough for my social battery. How do you wake up 7 a.m. worried about the next bitch? And how do you wake up 8 a.m. looking at this exposed video, somebody booty cheeks, you ready to airdrop it to the whole school? How do you wake up 8 a.m. ready to do that? My anxiety be through the roof. I don't have time. I don't have time for the drama. Being at school period, doing the homework, talking to drama.
What?
I mean, talking to people that's always around drama. You're making your school year harder than what it has to be. Just stay away from people like that. You're not missing out on anything. You're not. If it comes around and you hear about it, oh wow, really? Dang. Don't give your input on it. Don't be like, girl, you don't feel like nothing. You feel like you need to do that work. You feel like you need to get up to your class in the next 5 minutes. Okay? You don't feel like nothing about the situation. Number 6, I have ignore the seniors. Ignore the seniors. And when I say that, I don't mean like ignore them, like don't talk to them, they're grown people, no, I mean them niggas. Ignore them senior niggas. If they come up to you,
Oh, hey, you cute.
okay, you're cute, You're cute. You're little. You might think you grown or whatever because you going to high school, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you are not grown. I'm 20 and I still feel like I'm not grown. I feel like I'm a young adult. Young. I feel like I'm still young as hell. Like, so if a senior comes up to you and be like, oh yeah, you're cute, they're a predator. They're R. Kelly. It's nothing more to say. It's nothing more to say about it. He's R. Kelly. And if any of his friends agree with him wanting to be with you, they're predators too. I guarantee you, everybody else in his grade that's not a freak, okay, thinks he's a predator. Like, why are you going after this freshman?
You need to control whatever sexual urges you have towards me.
Like, you might think it's cool. Oh, I got a senior. He wants to date me. 9 times out of 10, that senior is a fucking loser in his grade. Like, I'm telling you, like, that nigga's a lame. If he, just think about it like this. He only wants you for one thing. He can't even get that one thing from a female in his grade. So he's stooping down, literally stooping down to your level, freshman level, to go get some fresh meat. Have higher standards for yourself. Do not entertain that. And I know you might think, well, what about a sophomore? Look, you're out of my hands, okay? You shouldn't even be worried about boys right now. Worry about your work, okay? If you have a little fling, a little summer fling, do what you want to do, but don't make that your priority as soon as you get into high school. Don't make your whole high school about boys. That's not what it's about. And speaking of relationships, my next topic was don't be worried about being pressured into relationships. You're very young, like I said already. You're little. I forgot what age I was even in freshman year, but like 13, 14? Around there? I don't know, but you are young, feeling like you need to be in a relationship because your friends are in relationships, or they say, girl, I think you should be with so and so. If you don't feel like you should be with so and so, then don't be with so and so. If something comes along and, you know, like I said, you got a little fling, then let it happen. But like, don't be pressured to feel like you need to be in a relationship. I know you think this is not important, but man, after that first day of school, first week of school, all these shenanigans start spreading about, and I don't understand. Like, it's school. What is all this? What is all this? Next up I have is don't be that couple. I said you can get into relationships, right? But do not be that couple that's busting slobs in the hallway. We don't want to see that. Especially at your young, ripe age. What are you even doing? Y'all don't even properly know how to brush your teeth. Barely know how to wash your ass. And you in the hallways looking like you finna just strip right there. That's nasty. Nobody wants to see that. It's cringy. It's embarrassing. My freshman year of high school, I had a boyfriend, right? I had a boyfriend who tried to do this with me every day. I'm small, so you know, like, he could just do what he wanted to do. But I didn't like doing that because you have to be aware. Be self-aware. That's another tip in this tip. Be self-aware. Don't think nobody's looking at you, okay? Always think somebody's looking at you. I know that's like heart bumping, anxiety through the roof. But always know somebody's looking at you. Think like that. Because if you're self-aware, you can be aware of how you move. You can be aware of what you do, what you say, what you wear, how you look, stuff like that. Just be self-aware. You can't think that you're the main character and nobody else matters. Because that's how you get people to talk about you. That's how you get people to come up to you with unwanted opinions or questions. Why you do this? Or why did you do this? I saw you do this last week. Why did you do this? Or I saw you wear this last week. Why did you wear that? Be self-aware of your surroundings and who's around you. I'm gonna tell you one more time before we move on to the next clip. Don't be busting slobs in them hallways. Get to your class. And if you try to sneak you by them stairs and say them cameras don't work, the cameras work. The cameras work. Yes, they do. What was he doing in the office playing FNAF? Clicking the cameras and stuff, seeing if they work? How he know the cameras don't work? I know y'all who don't get it. But in my school, a lot of people got suspended. Well, a lot of couples got suspended for doing acts on the staircase where they said the camera didn't work. And so many people got suspended for doing that. Don't be dumb to slip and fall for that if that is something that they say. I don't know if all high schools do that, but my high school was crazy, man. I'm just saying. Number 9, I have get involved in activities. Be a cheerleader, we used to call it a pantherette, I think it was, on the track team, be in a step team, something like that. Be in activities. Have fun. Me, I regret not being a cheerleader because I wanted to be a cheerleader. And it's not like, well, I ain't even gonna lie to you, I am antisocial, and that was the reason why I didn't go. But I'm 4'9", and I was skinny then. And I asked the lady, the coach or whatever, I asked her, I was like, hey, I want to be a cheerleader, but I wanted to know, like, because of how small I am, are y'all gonna throw me in the air? yeah, you're definitely gonna be the one. I walked out because no, no. And then in my school, there was a reputation of the cheerleaders being mean and preppy and stuff, and I didn't have time. Okay, if I get into an argument with one of them girls, one of them preppy girls, low key, I don't have time to get into an argument with one of them preppy cheerleaders and then they throw me in the air and run and let me fall on my neck. No. No. I do regret not getting into other activities, so you definitely need to go join activities, learn new skills, have fun in the electives too, like your elective classes. And also, I know people say this a lot, like high school years are going to be your funnest years or your most exciting years of your life. They are. Like, bro, when my daddy told me that, I was like, I'm never going to miss high school. I hate it here. I hate the homework. I hate waking up this early. I hate it. Now, I realized last year, I was like, dang, I miss high school, bro. Like, I actually miss high school. I be putting on my clothes and stuff. I be like, dang, like, if I was still in high school, if high school this, if high school that, like, I be like, look, I eat the girl up. So definitely enjoy your time in high school because these are the best years of your life. Not saying that you won't have better years, but these are going to be the funnest years of your life that you always will reflect back on. All right, next tip I have is, oh, damn, I forgot. Next tip I have is don't stress about popularity, okay? Being popular is not what it's cracked up to be. Especially if you're an introvert, I know you're not worried about being popular. But for the people who just clicked on this video who are not introverts, if you're an extrovert and you like to be out there, you like to talk to people, that's fine. But don't let popularity be your goal. The more popular you get, the more eyes is on you, the more mouths talking about you. So if you don't have thick skin and you feel like everybody should love you, everybody should like you, stop being a people pleaser. Stop doing that, okay? Because not everybody's gonna like you, and that's fine. You just get over it. Be like, okay, you don't like me? Well, I like me. If you ain't watched Carmen, then you won't get that reference. But
yeah, you don't like me, huh? Aside, I like me. I see you standing on the side with your smile and your crooked eyes.
You don't have to get recognition and approval from everybody. Be you. Like, just be you. And if people flock to you, then they'll flock to you. But don't let popularity be what you strive for. It's not what it's cracked up to be. Next tip I have is don't do the most. Don't be one of them freshmen that's like all over the place trying to get attention from every higher grade. Girl, I know you're not talking to me, girl. I gotta go to my class. Like, what? Oh, I heard last week shut up. Go to your class. Don't over exaggerate your personality too much because it's not cute. Don't try to get in there and be all loud and obnoxious. Just be yourself. I can't stress this enough. Because if you go in freshman year and you act a certain way, like loud and hey, hee, ha, ha, and try to fake. I know some people have anxiety to the point where, like I said, I throw myself in situations or social situations. But the difference between me and what I'm about to say is, me, I throw myself in situations and I still be myself. Some people, they'll throw themselves in situations and they'll try to overcompensate so they don't seem like they're nervous. So they, like, I call it playing macho. Like, you play macho man. Like, you just, yeah, you know, I'm cool. Da 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 da. Yeah, look at me. I'm all that. No, because then you have to think, like, now, sophomore year, junior year, senior year, you're gonna have to keep up this act. You're going to have to keep up this facade. Now, every morning before school, you're going to have to not only be anxious to go to school, now you're going to have to put on your face and put on this attitude or this persona every day before school. It's too much. Just be yourself. And if you are that type of, hype person, be that. That's fine. But don't fake it and then over exaggerate it. Like, that's too much. Next is don't be asking for too much. And I don't mean like, asking for help, this, that, and the third. Don't be asking for answers, pencils, paper, markers, all that. Like, that's so annoying. Come prepared. Don't be in class and then when it's time to do your work, you
got a pencil?
No, like, that's so annoying. Like, I used to hate that. Some dudes used to do that in my class. They'd think it's flirting, but like, be prepared. Don't be asked, oh, let me see your paper so I can get your answers. Let me, like, no, that's annoying. Like, pay attention in class. I know that sounds boring, pay attention in class, because nobody likes that. Next tip I have is that you will lose friends. Okay, that's a part of growing up. The best tip my daddy gave me was that you will lose friends when you first get into high school, because some of your friends might get into high school and they realize they want to be with the drama, they want to be in the mix, and you just not with that crowd. So don't feel like you have to follow them, you know, to keep them, because 9 times out of 10 they gonna realize that you faking, or you just not gonna like what you're doing. If they want to be in all that, that's fine, but if that's not your crowd, don't feel like you need to follow them. They obviously ain't watched this video, okay? Or they just a different person than you. They might be an extrovert and you're an introvert. They might be the type of introvert that I told you about, the macho man, and you might be an introverted person that just wants to stay out the way. Don't make them feel like, oh, you're boring, why you don't want to skip class, why you don't want to go link up with Jaquan and them at the movie theaters tonight, why you don't want to go do banyan behind the school, because you don't, okay? And it's fine. Go ahead and cut them off. And you don't have to be like, I don't but you leave me alone. You don't have to be like that. You could just slowly let them fade off, and if they fade off, let them, okay? It's fine. Y'all might have been friends since 6th grade, but that's middle school, okay? High school and middle school are 2 different things. People change, so it don't have to be a I hate you. You can still have love for that person. You can still have, you know, a type of friendship with that person, and just grow apart from them. Y'all 2 different people now. The next tip I have is to grow thick skin. Words do hurt sometimes, yes, but let it go. Another tip that I use for myself is I didn't never put myself in those situations. I didn't put myself in ear's reach, because I didn't want to hear what you were saying about me. You want to say it over there, you can say it over there. For example, my wigs was in high school, but you know what? Not saying I didn't care about what nobody thought about my hair. I did, because my hair was messed up. It was a fucking mess. But I never put myself in ear's reach where I'm just sitting there and hearing people, oh, she da-da-da, or she da-da-da. I wasn't all in the mix. My lace lifting, my lace all the way back here. You can see my real hair, whatever. I'm all in people's faces. Oh, hey, girl, hey, da-da-da. No, I'm staying out the way. If I feel like I'm being talked about, I'm just going to stay out the way, because I know how I react and I know how I'm going to feel at the end of the day. So that is another situation that can make your anxiety go through the roof. But I would say try to grow thick skin and not put yourself in ear's reach of someone talking about you. And I know that's hard to do in high school because you're surrounded by people, but excuse yourself. Go to the bathroom. Go talk to a teacher or something. Teacher's not really gonna talk shit about you. And another thing is, you can't get embarrassed unless you let yourself get embarrassed. That was another mindset I had, and every time I look back on my high school pictures, I'd be like, ew. But that's just for you. You can be embarrassed later on, but you cannot let somebody else embarrass you unless you accept that embarrassment. Somebody come up to you, girl, your skin flaking. Because my skin used to be so dry during school, and in the winter time, it don't matter how much moisturizer I put on my face was gonna be flaking by the end of the day. So many people would come up to me, my friends and stuff, be like, girl, you know your skin breaking out? You know your skin flaking? You know, da-da-da. I just tell them, like, yeah, it's winter. Some people would have been like, oh my God, are you serious? Runs to the bathroom. No, I don't really care, because you're not me. You don't know what I go through. You most likely don't even have dry skin severe as me. So I just tell them straight up. I'll be like, yeah, in the winter my skin be peeling like that. It don't matter how much moisturizer I put on it. And just be like, if you're not gonna help, then shut up. If you're not, and then sometimes I tell them, like, are you gonna fix it? Like, if somebody come up to you and try to embarrass you, like, girl, what kind of shoes you got on? You gonna buy me some new shoes? Like, is you gonna fix the situation that you're trying to embarrass me about? Oh, and leave it at that, because you know, it ain't really that serious. It's really not. For the rest of the school day, like, somebody could say something to you that make you feel a slight bit of embarrassment. Don't let that ruin your whole school day. You might go home and think about it and be like, but it's always the next day. Last tip I have is the most basic tip, but it is to do your homework in school. Don't say, oh, I do it after school. You're not gonna do that homework at home, and you know that. There's so many times where I would tell myself, I'm gonna do my homework after school. I'm gonna do my homework after school. I'm gonna do my, and don't, and never do. I'll be somewhere playing Sims, watching Corey Kenshin, doing something. Doing my hair for the next day, doing something, man. So just make sure that you're trying to do your homework at least in the last period of class or something. Like I said earlier in the video, listen to your music. Try to listen to your music and finish your homework. Just try not to get behind in grades, especially freshman year. That's another last tip. Teachers said this so much during high school. They was like, don't play around your freshman year, because this is your stepping stone of how the rest of your year will look. And they did not lie. Like, I was playing freshman year. Like, I was like, I wasn't playing that much, but I was playing a little bit, and I seen it in my grades. And I was like, oh, like, I seen it in my classes, because you have to get an amount of credits. I think it's called credits or something like that. I forgot. You have to get an amount of credits in high school for you to graduate. So if you fail those classes freshman year, you're gonna have to do them later on in senior year, or later on you're gonna have to take extra classes to get those credits. It's very stressful senior year when you have to rack up those credits and take so many classes within a year. So just think about that. And if your friends try to say you're boring, you don't want to smoke, you don't want to do banyan in the back of it, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, because you're gonna walk across that stage and they probably gonna be somewhere skipping graduation because they scared. That's the advice I have to give you guys. I'm wishing you luck for your first day of school. Comment down below any questions that you have for me as far as being in high school, and if you have any like personal questions that you want to ask me, or any personal stories or interactions that you have in high school, here's my Instagram right here. If you want to go ahead and DM me, just say, hey, I watched your freshman advice video and I wanted your advice on and I will respond. If I don't respond within like a day or two, just comment down below under this video and I'll respond to you. Yeah, because I know high school can be a lot, and sometimes you can't go to your parents and be like, oh, I need advice on this. Sometimes you can't. So I'm gonna be y'all big sister, and if you need help or if you need any questions, just go ahead and talk to me. I know my sister just started high school. She's a freshman. She's on her summer vacation right now. She's about to be a sophomore. She's about to be a sophomore next year. So I'll be giving her advice on getting through high school and stuff, and it's been pretty good for her. And me and her are both antisocial, and we only get social with each other. We be in there cracking jokes and stuff like that. So if you guys want my sister to be in my video as well, just to get advice from somebody who's still in high school, then you can also comment that down below, and I'll try to drag her in here to make a video with me. But I hope you guys enjoy. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for my next video, and check out some of my other videos we'll be cutting up over there, specifically in the vlogs. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.
My mentality when I do start to be like, damn, this is a lot, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, that's what it's supposed to feel like. If you are going toward what the vision look like, and that's like greatness, that's, you know, on multiple levels. That's the vision that I'm working toward. So I'm like, I just think about that, like this shit ain't supposed to feel, you know, comfortable. It's supposed to be uncomfortable. It's supposed to stretch you. It's supposed to be a burden to a degree. And you gotta, you know, wrap your mind around that and accept it and embrace it.
Wow, I've been sitting here staring at my phone camera and not y'all. I'm so sorry.